excited for today's adventure?
Yes!
I can't hear you.
Oh, yes.
Great, that's the spirit that I want. But before anything else, I want us to do the head count starting from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, we are all complete. On behalf of One Day Traveling Tour, I am Nikki Ayla Bastida, but you can call me Ayla, and I will be your guide for today's tour to the oldest triangular bastion fort in the country. And I know you are all excited for our tour for today, but first, let me have some friendly reminder. First, you have to synchronize my time to your time so that no one will be left behind. Okay? And keep in mind the two letters, which are the U and E. U stands for understand and follow the safety guidelines because your safety is our main priority. For letter E, let's enjoy this tour together while learning at the same time. And lastly, if you have any questions or any clarifications, please don't hesitate to approach me and I will attend to that. And also, I have here my whistle and flags. If you hear me, if you hear at least a whistle, if you hear a one whistle like this and raising a green flag, that means you can enjoy the beautiful place and or attraction, or you can take pictures anywhere. And if you hear me, or if you hear two whistles with red flag, that means your time is up. So I hope you are all excited to learn about the fort's rich past and its significance to the Philippines. And let's get started. Again, so are you guys all excited?
Yes!
I'm sure you do. Let's go and explore the history of Fort San Pedro in Cebu. So, Fort San Pedro was built in 1565 by the Spanish colonizers under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, making it the oldest triangular bastion fort in the Philippines. It has witnessed centuries of history. It was constructed to defend against invaders and played an important role in various battles. Today, at Fort San Pedro, you can see a museum featuring artifacts, cannons, and exhibits that will take you back in time from the Spanish colonization to American ownership. Fort San Pedro has stood strong and is a living testament to the resilient spirit of the Philippines. Nowadays, Fort San Pedro serves as a tourist attraction for visitors or tourists like you coming to Cebu. Again, and can anyone guess how long it took to build this fort? Okay, it took about 22 years to complete and it has stood the test of time ever since. And now, let's move to the main entrance of Fort San Pedro. Look at these impressive wooden doors. These doors were designed not only for aesthetics but also for security. And these are the old collected photos of the Fort San Pedro dating back 15th century. And this is the original structure. The original structure of Fort San Pedro was temporarily built to provide an immediate security to the members of Spanish expedition encompassed with the shores of Cebu. And this is the portrait of Ferdinand de Magellan, Captain General of the first Spanish expedition that reached in the Philippines in 1521. And this is the portrait of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, who founded the first Spanish settlement in Philippines in 1565. All of this gallery of photos can be found inside here in Fort San Pedro. You only have to pay 30 pesos to be educated and enlightened with the history of not only in Cebu, but the entire Philippines populace dating back in 15th century. So Fort San Pedro has 3 bastions. They are named the bastions of La Concepcion in southwest, the bastions Ignacio de Loyola in southeast, the bastion of San Miguel in northeast. These bastions were designed for defense against invaders. Fort San Pedro is said to be the oldest and the smallest fort in the Philippines. Covering an area of 2,025 square meters, its walls are 20 feet tall and 8 feet thick, forming a triangular with uneven lengths. 2 sides face the sea and the other face the lands, where the current entrance gate to the fort is located. And now, let's go to the inside of the gallery of the Fort San Pedro. This is a collection of paintings renowned by Cebuano artist Emmanuel F. Cañares. Interestingly, it has the image of Lapu-Lapu, portrait of Ferdinand Magellan, Raha Humabon, and Queen Juana. It has also a portrait of Enrique Malacca and the chronicle of the expedition Antonio Pigafetta. And now, let's go to this area, and this way is to the Bastion La Concepcion. We just have to climb a little bit. Okay, and in this area, this could be entered years ago, but now they no longer allow. But the inside of this showing you a gallery of photos showing what is life of Cebuanos way back in the 19th century. This structure, the fort, was used to protect the island from invading pirates. This long pathway here, was used for the training of Spanish soldiers. This is where they conducted their daily drills and practice drills. Soldiers who volunteered to defend the island practiced their morning drills here. Fort San Pedro, back in the 16th to 17th century, was the tallest structure, and also that is the Plaza Independencia. The purpose of San Pedro is to defend the island from invaders and rebels, which is why this area was strategically built at the highest point to observe the movements of people. It is triangular in shape so that military personnel can see movements of people both inland and outbound near the sea. And this part faces inland, while this part faces the sea, because back then Cebu was surrounded by bodies of water. This pathway here was also used for their morning drills or defense against pirates. The area below, like this white area, is where the Spanish soldiers gathered. They practiced their morning drills or any drills or placed their captives here, or mga bilanggo in Tagalog, along with the corresponding punishments. That area, as you can see, is also the facade or wall of the fort's mainland. Here, they placed all the captives when they had any. And these are the cannons facing the sea. As I said, that Fort San Pedro has a triangular shape, each side of an equal length. 2 of them face the shore, and the remaining 1 the current city. The ones from the shore sides were equipped with artillery, 14 cannons. Most of them can be seen here today. And also, captives or mga bilanggo were also placed here, and we call it the Bastion of San Miguel. As I said, there are 3 bastions, and one of them is the Bastion of San Miguel. When Miguel Lopez de Legazpi ordered the construction of Fort San Pedro on May 8, 1565, its purpose was to protect the Spaniards from the relentless guerrilla attacks inflicted on them by the native Cebuanos. It was on the same day that he renamed the conquered kingdom of Subo, headed by King Tupas, as Villa de San Miguel to honor the archangel and invoke his help for protection. So we really give credit to Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, as he was the one who initiated and built Fort San Pedro to serve as protection against invaders, rebels, and pirates who wanted to conquer the island of Cebu, because the island is very rich and abundant. So it is so there are many products here that pirates wanted to take. It may look small now, but imagine during those years, this was a very large area and it was a huge structure back in the 15th century. Alright, tourists, we have reached the end of our tour today, and I want to take a moment to thank each one of you for joining me in this journey through Fort San Pedro. Your enthusiasm and curiosity made this experience truly special. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have a moment, please fill out the feedback form that I'll be sending out shortly. Your insights helps us improve and create even better experiences for future. And I hope that you've gained a deeper understanding of Fort San Pedro and its importance in the Philippine history. It is a reminder of the resilience and strength of the Filipino people throughout the years. And also, I'd like you to encouraged to take some time to explore the fort on your own and capture some photos, enjoy the scenery, and reflect on the story that we've shared today. Again, tourists, thank you for joining me on this journey through history. And if you have any questions or recommendations for your next stop in Cebu, feel free to ask and enjoy the rest of your day. But also, tourists, dear tourists, I'd like you to remember that history is not just about the past. It is about understanding our present and shaping our future. Again, tourists, thank you and have a wonderful time at Fort San Pedro. And again, I am Nikki Ayla Bastida, your tour guide for today. Thank you!